Okay, we are good to go. All right, I'm gonna make my screen a little big here. Okay, guys. Thank y'all so much for being on tonight and for bearing with us. We usually do Monday nights, but with the Memorial holiday, we wanted to kind of honor you guys and let you guys be with your families and just move what would have been the last Monday in May's training to today, Thursday. With it being the first, we know that it's kind of hectic, but we really wanted to make my screen a little bit bigger. We really wanted to hit the ground running because there are so many things that are happening in the month of June, which is crazy to think that we are in the sixth month of the year. That's just nuts. But with that said, we have so much happening in June. And I know that some of us probably felt like a little bit overwhelmed because we had so many things that we knew were coming, right? But then we wake up this morning and there's even more, which is a good thing because now we just have to come up with a plan and really focus on where you want to grow, focus on your goals, and create that plan and actually go after it. We don't want to just hope and pray that we're going to end up where we expect to without having that plan in place, because ultimately that's just not going to happen. Okay, so really quick, we are not going to go through every single thing into detail, but as you guys know, we have Bring Back My Bars that are available for the whole month of June, or until supplies last. We always have to throw that in there. We have the Sunshine Collection, which is our summer collection. That's really great. I think that having other options besides just wax and pods is huge because some people love the buddy clips and things like that. And I feel like it's really kid friendly too. And then, there are other things that they threw out at us as well. So obviously we've got the warmer and the sun of the month for June, but we also have a join promotion this month, right? So any brand new consultant or a reinstatement, they will get virtual SFR, which is reunion, for free. And this takes place the end of July. And I don't think that they've ever done a join promotion like this before. It's like unheard of because our join or registration period for SFR for reunion is closed for everybody else, for us. So this is an awesome opportunity for a brand new consultant to join and really kind of get their excitement and really understand the community and the family that they have joined and what they're really getting into, which is amazing. They're going to get hands-on training. They're going to get so many resources. And it's just the best opportunity for them to really jumpstart their business. And then obviously we've got a incentive for us for if you've been here throughout the last couple of months, we are in our now third incentive of our summer incentive. So between today and the end of July 31st, we have, I think it's 61 days that we have to earn this incentive. So if you sell 17 6-packs of wax, right? So what is it? Is it like 100 bars? I think it came down to 100 wax bars and 25 twin pack of pods. That's all you have to do. You get 2 Scentsy lawn chairs and they're super cute. They're, I can't even remember what color they are. Are they green and purple? I don't remember. Yeah. Super cute. So for moms like me and Stacy, like going to all the ball games and things, like that's just right up our alley, but they're considered camping chairs. You have 2 whole months to earn that. So there are trackers, there's coloring sheets, there's all sorts of things that other consultants have created for us to use as like a fun little way to track your progress through this incentive. If you did not earn the first incentive, which was the first 2 months, or we used to have time for that one, but the second one, which was the club incentive, that one ended last night. But the first incentive with the recruiting aspect, you still have until the end of July to reach. But don't feel like just because you didn't earn level 1 yet, or the first tier, or level 2, doesn't mean that you can't earn this one. Like, earning this one is just as good as earning either of the other two or all of them together. So everybody can earn these incentives. And this one especially is focusing on fragrance and focusing on the products, right? So ultimately we are a wax and warmer company, and we've really kind of gotten out of that little aura. We're so much more than that. But the like 6 packs of wax, the 6 packs of pods, the bundles will be honored for this incentive. So it is doable. It is so doable. Print out those trackers, color them in as you sell however many pods and wax bars. I know that I'm missing some things, but we also, there's also something that they've never done before, which I'm really excited about. There is a host incentive this month too. So there are 2 warmers that have never been available in the United States that I'm aware of, because I've had my eyes on that magenta one for a long time. It's like Pink Topaz, I think is the name. But if you have a host, or if you host a party that is $350 minimum, you get to unlock, you have the opportunity to unlock one of those 2 warmers. So you get to pick one of those, and you can use your 2 half offs to get it 50% off. Both of these warmers are $50 retail. You're not even able to purchase them for retail in your workstation or on your website. You can only get them with a 350 qualified party. You can get them half off, but you have to use both of your half offs to get that for 50% off. So I think that that is super cool. I think that, many of us already use the perpetual party reward as like a booking incentive for our customers, because it helps you thank them and spoil them for supporting you and your business. It's also a way to get an easy booking. Like, yeah, they're getting the free and the half off Scentsy, but you add that little extra cherry on top with that incentive that you're offering with the perpetual party reward. So for me, and you guys can do this or you don't have to, obviously you guys work your business the way that you want to. But for me, I'm going to use this to my benefit, and I'm going to offer it to my customers for free. I'm going to offer them one of those 2 warmers for free. And what I'm doing essentially is I'm paying for that 50% off item for them. It's just like I'm doing the perpetual party reward for them. And I made a post this morning. I think it was like around lunchtime, and I had 3 people comment, and I messaged all of the girls about it. Like, I just said, if you could pick one of these warmers, which one would you pick? And so I messaged all 3 of the girls, and I just said, I love that warmer. I also sent them real life images of the warmer, and I let them know that they can get this warmer for free from me if they post a party link and reach 350 in sales. And I booked a party. The other 2 girls I haven't heard from, and I'm not, saying that they're saying no yet, but there is being creative and trying to like figure out different ways of getting the PRV, getting the bookings. Like, we just have to get creative sometimes and do things a little bit differently. But let's see. So I know last week we talked heavily on systems. We talked about multiple different ways that you guys can be following up with your customers, ways that you guys can be booking parties, tracking your conversations, from follow-ups, from your sponsoring conversations, the people that you meet, all of those things. I can't even count how many resources that we added into that document, which we added at the bottom of that YouTube video. But there are so many other resources that you can use besides just your system. So you've got pen and paper, you've got digital things. Use social media as a resource, right? So all of these things that are happening, all of these things that are being thrown at us, what are we doing with them? You have to be intentional. You have to know your target audience. You have to know when, your customers are online. So for me, mornings and nights, they're on their phones, they're scrolling, doing all the things. You're going to post and be involved with them as you post and share. We always say the 80-20 rule. 80% of your postings should be like real life, your family, your animals, what you're doing, what you're eating for dinner. I don't care, whatever. Make yourself relatable to these people. And then you add in Scentsy into the mix. It's not always about like, look what we just launched. Who wants to pre-order? It doesn't always have to be like that. I know that we like get discouraged sometimes because we think, gosh, I don't want to spam people. I don't want to put my business out there to bother people. But there is a way that you can share it and incorporate Scentsy into your real life. So I would say, if you have a VIP page, you need to be posting in there daily. I post 2, sometimes 3 times a day. I do my scheduled post. And then sometimes we also want to post on our personal page, but we think, I don't want to double post. If I post in my VIP page, I don't want to post on my personal page. Well, guess what? There are people that are not in your VIP page that aren't seeing those things anyways. And there are people out there that are brand new, or not consultants, excuse me, customers. They want to be customers. They don't know anything about Scentsy. Maybe you've never shared the join opportunity with them. They don't see those things if you're only sharing on your VIP. So you need to utilize your personal, utilize your stories. I am like the first person to tell you, I'm not going to go in my stories and talk to someone like this. Like, I'm just not. I like to watch my stories back sometimes, especially if it's like my kids or something. I don't want to see myself, and I could probably just cut it out and don't even watch it. But I just like to have conversations with people. I'm more of the and I know Stacy goes live and she'll do all these videos and stuff. And I'm just a little introvert over here. I'm not going to do it, but I will go live on my VIP page. So you guys do what you feel comfortable with doing. But being consistent, staying consistent is key in this season, because you think the relationships that you're building now, the parties that you're booking, the sales that you're getting, the follow-ups, all the connections that you are building, and you're building that relationship and that rapport with people, is going to trickle into other opportunities. So maybe somebody is constantly purchasing from your website and spending all this money. You need to have a conversation with them about Scentsy Club or joining, and they can get paid back off their purchases. It's just so dire to your success to be consistent. And I want to touch on this because Stacy and I talked about this a few times in the last few weeks. There was, I can't remember what page it was on, but there was a consultant, I believe it was a director and above, but she had some pivotal, very important matter in her life, in her family's life, that really took a lot of her attention throughout the month of April. And she had her team post already scheduled for several weeks out, and maybe her VIP page, but she said that she could not consistently work her business because this situation was taking all of her time and energy, and she did not have time to work her business. She worked one day doing follow-ups and just things like that, the important, IPAs. And she still had over 2,000 PRV. And that is because she has in the past been consistent month to month. She had Scentsy Club orders that processed in the same month. I don't know how many, she didn't give a number, but it was 2,000 PRV that she walked away with. She didn't have a single party. She didn't have any follow-up conversations. She had no join conversations, but because she had implemented the systems in her business to grow her PRV, she walked away with 2,000 PRV and was still paid at title and was still able to be present in her family's life. Like, we always say, Scentsy is the best life, but it's not your life. Your family and your priorities come first, number one, always. But your business needs to be taken care of so that you can go to sleep at night and know, I don't have to worry about scrambling to put in my 200 by the end of the month before I lose my downline, or my 500 before I lose my team, or whatever it is. there are systems in place that make our lives easier. And so that's why we really wanted to kind of hone in on these systems and share them with you guys, because some people don't know. They don't know like what a follow-up system is, how to implement that, or where to go. I know that there are, many things that you can do differently here. There's different examples. We will always share with you guys like verbiage. And I know that the Boards app is huge and super convenient to see different ways of phrasing a joint conversation or a follow-up, but you guys just have to make it sound like you, and just remember that this is really important to me, that whatever you do in this business, it's not about you. It's about the other person that you are blessing, either with fragrance or blessing their life with opportunity. Like, I strongly believe that it's all about people, like over profit, every day, all day. We are here to fill homes and lives with fragrance and joy. And I feel like sometimes this business can be overcomplicated, and it can seem very overwhelming if you don't have these systems in place. So just really quick, and then I'm going to hand it over to Stacy. When we talk about the systems that work well for us, when we go season to season, you kind of have to reevaluate and see, okay, what works best for me and what doesn't, and how can I tailor these for the next season that we're about to go into. So I know that last week I talked about the Joanna Luna Planner, which we shared a link to download in the Google Drive. It's amazing. It is amazing. And she actually made it through Canva, so we can go in and edit each day. So she has the whole calendar. It's like 250 pages, but I'm just printing month to month because there's so many pieces of paper. You can go in and change the daily activities. So it's very similar inside the planner of what Katie Lassiter and Chastity Robinson do, which is called the label system. We shared that as well. But inside, you can edit everything. So like, this is the label system right here. I know that we have talked about this before. You can edit those as well. And right now, instead of going through and just deleting everything in Canva, I'm just putting my stickers on top of those days, and I'm just rolling with it. Trying to do just the least amount of typing and just different things that I have to do, because my time is very limited. I'm at home with both my kids, and it gets crazy around here. So, each day is designated for something. So you've got one day's your customer day, you've got your team day, you've got a party day where you're booking the parties. Maybe you've got a business day where you're going through your office, cleaning, purging. Maybe one day is all about, I don't know, maybe Freebie Friday or something, like a giveaway. You make it what you want it to be about. And do 2 to 3 income producing tasks a day. I think it's important to have the conversations and have, whether it's join, sponsor, partying, whatever, have a conversation a day with somebody. If that's the only task that you do all day, you're doing something and you're moving in your business. And that's just, this business is all about relationship building and being present and being consistent. There are times where we're going to feel like not working, and that's okay. There's going to be times where we look back and say, gosh, I could have tried so much harder had I done XYZ. And that's okay too. Know where you came from and know where you want to go and move. You guys can be on the verge of losing your SSD title, right? Whoever you are, SSD, top of the company, and have a bad dip in your business. And that's okay. But if you can pick up your kit, use these systems that you've implemented in your business, and recognize, like, I messed up. I really struggled. And I had this, this temporary feeling affecting my business and my everyday progress. Then own it and take control of it, because at the end of the day, no one can work your business but you. And I don't know. I just know that sometimes we feel overwhelmed. We're in the dips and valleys. And right now, I feel like we are coming out of that dip. I feel like we've been going down, down, down after the fall season. And now it's like, okay, we're excited about June. Have you guys seen the whiff box? Like the whiff box for June is amazing. Like just having like, since he's giving us all the tools to be successful here, like give me all the cheetah print. I might sell out that whiff box, just saying. I might buy too many of them. But yes, it's so good. Like, I don't know. I'm just very grateful to be here where we are in this company now, because things are always evolving, always changing. And I just feel like people are like getting excited again. Like I feel like we had those little winter blues and now it's, you know, warm and sunny and we've got the spring and the fresh scents. And it's just, I don't know. I'm super, super thankful and excited for everything happening in Cincy, but just pick up your kit, guys. Establish these systems, whatever that may look like for you. There are trainings. If you're in a rut and you just want to hear some inspiration, go listen to people like Katie Lassiter, Chastity Robinson. Like these girls are just amazing. And I know that if I'm feeling down or stuck in a place in my business, I'll think, well, let me go search somebody. It doesn't have to be a director. It could be a star consultant. It could be a certified consultant. Find someone with a YouTube. Like just go find a YouTube and find how they're working and implement their systems too, and see if it doesn't change your business. So I rambled. I'm a rambler. I don't even know what time it is. I don't have my camera or my clock up. Oh, I'm on time.
That was so good. I'm literally looking at the document and I was like, oh, what do I talk about?
There's still some really good stuff in there. You did a great job.
Oh
How do I unspotlight me? Here we go.
okay.
Sorry.
You didn't go over the PRV and the hosting and that. Sorry, you guys. I had to like run back and forth a little bit because Ivy is still potty training. I am not this red, by the way. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. So just so you know, I look a little crazy in this lighting. But I was running back and forth. This is just real life. I don't even care that it's like recording. So I like bits and pieces. But I'm gonna just share a lot of the strategies. I think that Lauren, you didn't go too in depth on that, right? On the strategies. So, you know, we talked about like refreshing our minds week 1, and then we went into goals, and then we went into systems, and now we're going to talk about how to use strategies in your business. And what's even better about this is that it's the first of the month, so it's a whole new month. And you know what happens on the first of the month? Everyone starts back at 0. And I love that so much because this business is an effort-based business. And that's the key factor, is that you get to write the narrative. You get to choose when you want to show up. You get to choose when you want to check out. Nobody does that but you yourself. You are your own person, your own boss, your own business owner. So day 1, we're all back at 0. And it's such a good feeling, because it's kind of like if you didn't have a good month last month, that's okay. Like you turn the page. And like she said, they really are setting us up to be successful. So if you didn't have a good month last month, that's all right, you guys. Okay, we're here for you. We're cheering you on. We're doing the hard with you. But I'm going to share a little bit of how to break it down into strategies to be successful with what we have for June in PRV, in hosting, and in sponsoring. So I love everything that Lauren touched on. And I'm going to start with PRV, which is hold on, you guys, I'm so sorry. Which is the warmer and scent of the month. Hold on 1 second, okay? Mia, can you get her some water, please? Come here. Sorry, you guys. Warmer and scent of the month. If you don't know, we have one every single month, you guys. This is in your news tab. This is on your website right now. So this is a PRV opportunity, okay? This is a really good warmer. I sadly did not like upgrade in my warmer of the month subscription. I only did scent of the month. But guess what? Now that it's June 1st, I can utilize my host rewards because I love this warmer. Can you please fill that up for her, please? I appreciate it. Thank you. I can get this warmer with host rewards, okay? And a key factor in figuring out how to use this as a strategy is really by thinking who loves green, who loves ocean, who decorates with ocean vibes, who loves mermaid. The Little Mermaid's out right now, so we have a Little Mermaid warmer, but this gives me like mermaid vibes. So that's just a strategy in marketing a certain style of a warmer, right? We have the new scents along with it, Pacific Mist, okay? Figure out who are your fresh people. Take polls in your VIP groups. What type of scents do you guys like? Do you like, are you more of the fresh? Are you more of the fruity, the citrusy? That gives you an indicator of who likes those types of scents. So those are the people that you want to give these types of samples to, okay? So that is a strategy by using what we're given, okay? The Sunshine Collection, you guys, this is a brand new collection out right now. It's packed. And what I love the most about these collections, they changed the name of it. It's normally the Summer Collection. Now they got a little creative and called it Sunshine State of Mind Collection. But it has something for everybody. It's across the board. It's wax, it's warmers, it's pods, it's kids, it's clean. Like it's across the board. The only thing we're missing is washer whips, which sadly that's typically always in the summer collection, but there's something for everybody. And I love that about this collection. So figuring out who previously has purchased, if you're a seasoned consultant, who previously has purchased from prior summer collections, who are those citrusy people, who are those fresh people, because if you haven't smelled the 3-pack of wax in this collection, it's fruity and it's fresh and it's clean. Like it's a great combination. We each have an album on each of our pages, so take full advantage of that, you guys. We don't just upload those for like little giggles to our heart. We give those to you guys to use, to be successful, to market, to put them in your stories, to put them in your customer emails. Lauren, like I've talked about before, Lauren's amazing when it comes to email. She is one that is very consistent, doing weekly, sometimes every other few days. It depends what Scentsy releases, but she's very good at communication. And I know 99% of the time she shares those emails. So everyone has those at their fingertips, okay? When it comes to sharing and really staying connected, as we talked about, because come fall season, you want them to think of you, okay? Because when people are going to be ready to get their pumpkin and their spice, because maybe they won't order wax these next few months, and that's okay. It's up to you to give the other samples of the other products that we have. But when they are ready, they're going to think of the person that was consistently sharing, okay? That was consistently sharing the product. So let that be you. Bring Back My Bar, the other big opportunity of a strategy we have. Big things happen with Bring Back My Bar. It's one of my personal favorite collections because it's a really good way for me to up my Scentsy Club subscriptions that are current. People add these scents, which then add into their volume of club, which then adds the PRV. But also I get new club subscribers, okay? If you don't know what club is, it's amazing, okay? It's a whole other training, basket of worms, but the biggest perk is always get my bar. These scents go away after June 30th, okay? But if they make a club, they will continue to make it for them. It doesn't have to be available. They'll continue to make it. So this is a big collection to sample, to market, to share, to do a sniff session. Let them see that you're using these scents, okay? Let them see what your favorite 6-packs are. Pick out like 6 scents and any email, any like VIP post about Bring Back My Bar, make sure you're sharing what do you like, because they want to know what you like. They're buying from you. So they want your opinion. They want to see what you're excited about. So pick out your top 6. Even if you haven't smelled them, look at the descriptions, okay? So that's another strategy. And I'll go more in depth of how to utilize workstation with these collections. But how to use it is one thing that you can do is print off your order history. Okay, we talked about this last week. Was the follow-up system one of the ways to follow up? Is printing off your order history. You can do every month. If you're starting fresh, go back 6 months. Okay, because by then typically people need a wax refill. Okay, and another way is sales report. I'm going to show you guys what I did today, and guess what? I'm going to do this until I reach a certain PRV goal this week. Me and Lauren are going to stay accountable with that. I printed off one report. This is any customer that has ever purchased from me of any of the Bring Back My Bars scents. Scentsy already has this report for you if you're a seasoned consultant. Okay, so that is in your reporting tab, and you go to sales report, then you go to promotion follow-up. They already have that for you. You click select all, and boom, you export to Excel and you print it off. Easy peasy. So I'm able to follow up and let all of these people know these scents are back. Would you like a 6-pack? Would you like to do club? Like read the conversation and let it flow. Okay. So that's one way that I'm utilizing the order history with the promotion of PRV and Bring Back My Bar of a strategy. Okay. The next one is, like Lauren said, we have a new incentive. One part of the incentive is what, like 25 pods. I printed off anyone who has ever purchased any sort of fans. So mini fan, wall fan. I'm also going to look at air purifier because those people need pods. Okay. So I need to figure out who are my people that already have that product in their hands. Okay. So I printed off that using the, again, reporting tab, sales report, product history. That means you can identify, you can pick what product you want to filter, whether it's washer whiffs, fan, whatever it may be, and figure out who those people are. Okay. And then the next one was my order history. Okay. I printed off, I think it was 20 pages. Yeah. And I went by date. And if you're wondering certain things to look at when it comes to order history, I like to know how much they spent. Okay. Because when I go in and I'm having these conversations, I want to know how much these people are spending, whether they need to be in club or they need to join. Okay. That is big for me. I always have that there. So I printed off those 3 reports utilizing Workstation as a strategy for PRV right now. Okay. And then I also did the 1-to-1 method. This was talked about last week, and also is in the Google Doc that Lauren discussed. Talked about is Katie Lassiter's method. Potential hosts, potential teamies, teamy focus, mystery box, Scentsy Club running. Everything on one sheet of paper right here with this order history and reports right here at my fingertips. I can take this wherever I want. And the beauty about this is, you guys, as Lauren said this as well, your life is going to always evolve, okay? Kids are out for the summer. If they're not yet, they will be. They're out for the summer. You're kind of on the go, especially if you're like myself and Lauren, like we're very on the go, and our kids run our lives in the summer. It's chaos. You think you're going to get a little bit of rest, and you do not. So I have this ready to go that if we're playing outside, I can take it outside with my pen. I'm in a season of pen and paper right now. Okay. Even though a few weeks ago, right, I talked about my follow-up customer log that is digital, but that's for me to keep track of. But as far as the conversation, I need to be able to put this in my purse wherever I'm going right now, because my business is on the go right now. It's always going to evolve. You have to pivot and adjust to where you are in your season. Okay. But utilizing what Scentsy gives you. So the system of your choice, like I said, as far as going into marketing, I think Lauren talked about this, like using the method of your stories. I link mine from Instagram to Facebook. You can do both of them at the same time to where like less work is better, right? Like you're not doing double the work. Because not everybody is on Instagram and not everybody's on Facebook. I'm hitting both avenues. I'm not a TikToker. I think that is like a Shark Tank and you can literally get eaten alive on there. So I don't use TikTok for my business, but if you do, great, use it. Another thing that I do is post on your public personal Facebook page. I keep it at a very 80-20%. I want people to see who I am as a real person. I'm not just Cincy. Like, I want them to see that I'm able to do things with my kids and my family. They need to see who they're supporting. If you don't have a family, like, share a little bit about yourself. Figure out like that balance. But like tonight, for instance, yeah, you bet your bottom dollar, I went ahead and shared the whip box because there's new products. There's a cheetah mini fan. So that was a post. Now tomorrow I'll share a personal post. So I keep it very back and forth in a good flow where it's not like spammy, it's not salesy because I want to gain followers. I don't want to detour them. Okay. But I do post 3 times minimum of a VIP group page post because I want to, one, build that algorithm. I want people to get a notification on my VIP page that I posted. If you ghost your VIP page, guess what? That algorithm is going to go beneath the carpet. Like, they're not going to get the notifications because if you don't know this yet, Facebook is very controlling. They navigate what people see and what they don't. So you have to stay on top of that. And like she said, schedule your post. We have given you access to Danielle's VIP page mock, like complete mock. This girl, she creates posts and they're at your fingertips. Using her entire group mock VIP page, you can take those posts, edit them, copy, paste them, whatever. You can schedule them the night before. Like you go to bed, like you're like 90% of us are probably ones that lay in bed while we're about to go to sleep on our phones. We're human. That's human nature. So, you know, schedule your post. But that is something I do stay true to is that part of connection, consistency, and marketing as a strategy, especially in these months, okay? And it doesn't always have to be fancy. Like that can be a complete different training also, is how to build connection in your VIP group. Sorry if my children are being incredibly loud. But it just stay connected, like do polls, get creative. Like it doesn't always have to be fancy. It could be about like what's their favorite current Netflix series, like just little things like that. But you have to be the one that they think of. Okay. So the next strategy I will say is the hosting. I know Lauren talked about that and how she's getting parties. One way you can utilize Bring Back My Bar is a free 6-pack, or if you were someone who invested in the sampler, you can give a cube of each as an incentive gift to that person, okay? Side note, if you're someone on my team that purchased the sampler through me, those have not arrived yet, and when they do, I will get them out the next day. So I just want to drop that in there. But there's different ways to incentivize and spoil people to have them do a party because you guys know, like, and I will not like lie to you guys. Parties are hard for me right now. A lot of people are busy. They don't want to be on their phones. They don't want to feel like they have to do something when in reality, it's not that hard to have a party. But sometimes you may be in a season when nobody's partying, and that's okay. That's where your follow-up needs to be on point. Like that's when it needs to be prime. You need to be sharing them at that club. You have to figure out the wave that you need to go and take, but not just like sit on a rest and like just stay and be like a castaway. Like you have to continue swimming, but figure out what it looks like. So with parties, like just get creative. Like don't let them think that they're doing a party. That's where Lauren loves doing that personal shopping link. And that's a really good incentive, like to kind of get them into doing a party without them knowing that they're doing a party. Okay. I shared about how to run a report, get creative with your verbiage. Like I said, what's in it for them? Like figure out what they're low on. Like, are you low on wax? Are you low on your washer whiffs? Are you out of counterclaim, like give what they need for free. Because at the end of the day, we're in a season of life where people want to save money and not spend money. What's in it for them? Okay. Because at the end of the day, the amount of time it takes you to get $500 in orders can be in a week of one party. And then that one party, you can book off of that party. And then that's another party the following week. It takes 4 $500 parties in a month to reach $2,000. $2,000 in PRV is a $600 paycheck. So if you've yet to hit that, I challenge you this month, even though it's a June month, but you guys, we just went over so much PRV opportunity that you're able to get that. You're able to literally just achieve and keep moving with that. Because once you do go over that hump of like 1,000 to 1,500 and then 2,000, once you do it once, you're like, that felt so good. I'm going to do that again. Because I mean, $600 is my car payment. Like 2,000 is non-negotiable for me because I know what it does for me. But you have to figure out what you need out of this. Like, what do you need this summer? What do you want that July paycheck to be? And that's the effort you have to put in, because like I said at the beginning, everyone's at 0 at 3 a.m. Eastern time. If you're Eastern, on June 1st, you have to be the one to write the narrative. It's up to you what you want your June to look like. And she talked about also a strategy of the joint promotion this month. That's huge. Okay. We don't have to have a $25 joint special. We don't have to have a $15 joint special. Every month we have a joint special where people can join for free. If you're having parties, you have more opportunities to bless people for them to join for free. Because at the end of the day, someone can join for free, and that's the cost of 2 6-packs. I don't need 2 6-packs. I would much rather gift someone, be able to give them a business for free that could potentially change their Christmas. That's the season of life that we're in. But to do that, to multiply that, it takes us having the parties, because that's where those lie. Those host exclusive kits, the $59 kits, can be added to any single party. It doesn't have to be the host. Susie can be hosting, but maybe Sally next door wants to join. Susie can still get what she wants for hosting in free and half off, and Sally next door can still join. But if you're someone that is playing the hostess by collecting orders, right, by doing the follow-up, you're going to have host rewards that you can get and still have the half off items, but you can get and still have a remainder of whatever else left in host credit if you hit 500. But again, like, we have to do the parties. And I get, like I said, parties are hard. The more conversations that you're having, then you're going to see that one party come. But you have to continue to have those conversations. Don't just stop at 10. And then in 2 weeks, be like, okay, I guess I'm going to do another 10. 10's not enough. You have to keep on having the conversation. So where then you're able to recruit out of Scentsy Club. Okay, because people then build their Scentsy Club by doing these collections, by doing Bring Back My Bar, because they want these scents. They want them. They want to know the savings of Club because you're sharing the perks of Club. They want to know that that's a way to save money and get what they need at their doorstep and not forget about it. How many times have you had people come to you like, oh, guess what? I'm out of whiffs. Okay, let me add it to your next order. How much of a blessing is it that someone doesn't have to worry about that by being in Club? Okay. So again, before I talk anymore and ramble, it's effort-based. There's so much opportunity this month, but you have to be willing to show up. I can't recommend stay in tune with the news tab, stay in tune with your team pages, stay in tune with an accountability partner, and watch YouTube trainings. Okay. Like, that's where I learn consistently is YouTube. If I go on a walk, I listen to a YouTube channel. If I'm doing laundry, I generally will listen to YouTube channel. If I'm sitting here at my desk, like doing, like this, getting ready for Happy Mail, I will listen to a YouTube training. Like, but you have to be the one that is taking the time to get inspired to like move in your business, because I get where it can you can feel like you're drowning and you're not swimming like to get up. Like I get it, but you can, but you have to try. You have to try, okay? You have to choose your heart. So I hope you guys have a great night. And that's kind of all I have. But I'm excited for June. June and July, it's, you know, it's a season, but it can be a good one.
Yes, I agree. And I think that having so many avenues to be successful this month are just so pivotal for us to prepare for the fall season. Like you say it all the time, Stacy. It's so true. Like if you can party and meet new people now, right, through your parties, they can potentially grow to be longtime customers, potential hosts, potential teamies. You just have to connect and be willing to open up and build those relationships with people. So I hope that you guys have a great night. If we, I'm going to stop the recording